Alright, welcome to your Algebra 3 final review videos. For try 1, we're doing 39, 40, and 41. This one we have 4i times 4 minus I, times 2 plus 5i. We're going to do the box method in a second, but before we do that, as a friendly reminder, I squared equals -1, square root of -1 equals I. So for this one, we're going to do the box method, just like we did in some of our very first videos. When we do that, we're going to have 4 minus I on top, 2 plus 5i. Oh, excuse me. Nope, don't do that. Plus, nope. Sorry, my thing is testing me. We have a 5i here, and it's a positive. That's a plus sign. Okay, beautiful. 4 times 2 gives me 8. 2 times -I gives me a -2i. 5i plus times 4i gives me a 20i. And then 5i times -I is a -5i squared. Now if I rewrite this, I really have 8 minus 2i plus 20i minus 5i squared. Let's combine our i's first. I notice that we have -2i plus 20i, so we really have 8 plus 18i. And remember, if I have an I squared, that's the same as -1. So I really have -5 times -1. And -5 times a -1 gives me a +5. So I have 8 plus 18i plus 5. If I do 5 plus 8, I get 13 plus 18i, and that shall be our final answer. All right, our next one, we have 2 plus I minus 4 minus 5i. Remember, if we are dividing, we are going to multiply by, it's like sort of the opposite. Mostly our numbers stay the same, but our middle sign on the bottom changes. So on top, we're going to do times -4 plus 5i. On the bottom, we're going to do -4 plus 5i. We are going to have to do the box method. I know you love it, and you're going to be really excited to hear that we're going to do it twice. We're going to do it once for the top, once for the bottom. On top, we have -2. Sorry, I skipped to the next slide. Now I'm back. We have -2 plus I. We have -4 plus 5i. If we multiply -2 times -4, we have 8. -4 times I, -4i. 5 times -2 is -10i. And then 5i times I is 5i squared. If I rewrite this as one big fraction, on top we have 8 minus 10i minus 4i, and then plus 5i squared. Let's do the denominator now. We're going to do this guy over here. I feel like my arrows get uglier as we go here. All right, we have -4 minus 5i, -4 plus 5i. Good thing here, a bunch should cancel. If I do -4 times -4, I get 16. -4 times -5i gives me a 20i. -4 times 5i gives me a -20i. And then 5i times a -5i gives me a -25i squared. Sorry, that's bad. These guys will cancel. On the bottom, we'll have 16 minus 25i squared. Now, we are going to combine our like terms, and we're going to get rid of our I squared. So remember, anywhere I have an I squared, this guy here equals -1. This guy here equals -1. So I really am going to have a different answer that I'll solve in a moment once I zoom out. All right, on top we have 8, and then we have -10 minus 14i, so we have, or minus 4i, so we have -14i, and then we have 5 times -1, so it's going to be -5. On the bottom we have 16 minus 25 times a -I, or -1, so it'll be plus 25. If I do 8 minus 5, we have 3 minus 14i, all divided by 16 plus 25, which is 41. Now at this point, I don't think I can simplify anything else. If it was up to me, that would be a beautiful answer right there. But I'm guessing that your final might do it differently. Again, multiple choice, so it could be this answer, it could be the next one I'll give you. What they're going to do is they're probably going to split it up like this. 3 divided by 41. And then they're going to do this guy. Minus 14 over 41i. But again, I would take either of these. They're both beautiful and great in their own right. Plus I, oh no, oh no. All right, my last one of this video, thank goodness, is 1 minus 2i plus negative 2 minus I. Again, we're combining I like terms. So I see a 1, I see a negative 2. So I'm going to do 1 minus 2 plus, and then I have a negative 2i and a negative I. If I do 1 minus 2, I get negative 1. If I do negative 2 minus I get negative 3i. And this shall be our final answer.